Well, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Brett Woods. I am interim dean of the School of Natural Sciences. We actually have three different departments. We have the biology department, the physics department, and the chemistry department. Within the biology department, we also have neuroscience, and neuroscience is actually one of our growing majors. And if there's ever students that are interested in neuroscience, would actually become a biology major. Biochemistry that's involved in the chemistry department. And then we have students that are not only working physics, but the physics department, of course, is also involved in serving our pre-med students. And so one of the top questions that I get has to do with pre-med. About 75% of our students are accepted into medical school, which is actually rather amazing when it comes to our percentage. We do not prevent any students from applying to medical school. And so sometimes when institutions share their information about medical school success, they will often report sort of a modified section. And so we don't do that. We actually allow anyone that comes to High Point University apply to medical school. And even with that in mind, we still hover around 75%, which is above national average. We offer a lot of opportunities to do research. All of our faculty are engaged in research, and students have the opportunity to work with faculty. And one of the things that I'm most impressed with is the concept of we have quite a few undergraduates that graduate with publications. And so if you have an interest in either going on in research or even just applying to pre-health institutions, it actually looks really good on your resume if you can show working with faculty doing publications. So that's really, really awesome. We have a lot of opportunities in terms of what people do. We have people that study cancer and how to help people, some great opportunities in research that look at getting rid of cancer. We have folks that are doing imaging, looking at the molecular level of materials and how to get rid of biofilms off of medical equipment. We have faculty that are looking at nanoscience, nanomaterials, and we have faculty that work with animals as well as working with plants and doing more sort of your research in the field as well as in the lab. I'm very excited to have you here. And one of the things that I think that is just above just about any program that I personally been part of is just your opportunity to work with faculty one-on-one, and where faculty really know who you are and can get to know you. So with that, that's sort of my overview of our program, and I would love to answer any questions that you might have.
See, one question we have here is about research rookies, and they had saw about this on the website, was just wondering if you could give a little bit more insight into what those students are able to do in that program.
So one of the programs that we have, so we're very much into trying to provide undergraduates the opportunity to do research. The problem is that sometimes when you're a freshman, you either have no experience, you know you want to do research, but you have no experience, or the skills that you need to really get involved with some of the research that we have isn't there yet. So we have research rookies. And basically with research rookies, it's kind of like we're going to allow you to sort of tip your toe in the water, as they say, and you're going to start off with really sort of basic stuff in someone's lab. And that might just be as basic as literature. How do you do research and get literature searches for the program that you're interested in? How do you formulate hypotheses? In some cases, you're doing some of the work with the faculty to learn how to do pipetting or basic laboratory skills. And the whole point of research rookies is to give that student that opportunity to learn about what they're interested in, gain some skills without much pressure. And so instead of jumping into the lab and having pressure to know how to do everything, research rookies is saying, hey, I've never done this before. I'm interested, and I want to learn, and I want to see if this is right for me. And it's a great way to start your research at the institution.
Awesome. Another question, can you tell us about what students are able to do through natural science fellowships?
So natural science fellowship. So we have, it's a program that I want to encourage you to apply to. We have many opportunities for our group of natural science fellows where we put them in courses together. We put them they go to seminars together, they go on field trips together. And this is really a program for students that really want to sort of take it to the next level. And you want to be with other students that want to take it to the next level. There are 4 years, and each year there's a different focus for the Natural Science Fellows Program. The first year, we really focus on strengthening community. We really want to make sure that you identify with your science, identify with your peers in science, and sort of build that network of support and getting to know one another and building that community. In the second year, we focus a little bit more on service, and we do field trips. We work with how to provide science and education to others, not only your peers, but to students in the community. A lot of our fellows will actually create like science in a box type outreach things and go to elementary schools and teach science at elementary schools. We also have a mobile lab where you can get involved in a vehicle where we literally go from one place to another, teaching others about science. In the third year, we concentrate on research and especially how to model science. We really want fellows to be involved in research, a lot of independent research where you'll work with the faculty, either work on something that they're doing, or in some cases, create a new project on your own and get you involved in the process of doing research. And then the final year is really sort of how we develop leaders. We focus a little bit more on getting faculty, students involved in conferences, presenting the work that you do, teaching you how to be a professional. And it's an excellent program. And with all of that, you also get opportunities for extra stipend. And so students that are accepted into the fellows program actually receive a stipend with it and to assist with their tuition here at High Point University.
Awesome, thank you. And then one last question we'll do here is, can you talk about your favorite internship or research opportunity that one of your students have had?
My favorite internship? Trying to think. Well, I'll give you 2. One, I'm biased because I work with marmots, and I actually study woodchucks in hibernation. And so I've actually taken students to the mountains where we've trapped marmots, woodchucks, and looked at their hibernation, and to see them catching a wild animal for the first time. I found it to be amazing, and they loved it. And that was a great time. So I'm very biased because my research is in wild animals, especially as it relates to animals that hibernate. Another example I would give is that we have some students. So we have a group of faculty that just recently got a grant, and they have purchased an NMR machine. And basically what this machine does is it's able to look at materials at the molecular level and actually see what molecules look like. And the students that they have are trying to test chemicals on dealing with biofilms, which is a major issue in dentistry, medicine, and looking at ways to create substances that can essentially make things clean and get rid of the films that developed as a result of bacteria and other issues. And the images that they create when they actually look at the chemicals that they're trying to make in these experiments are actually rather amazing. And what they can do with this new machine is incredible. It's actually amazing. So I'm pretty impressed by what those students are doing here.
Yeah, wow, awesome opportunities for students. Then just a couple there, I'm sure, of lots of really great opportunities. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Dr. Woods. I'm putting a link in the chat for students, encouraging you guys to reach out to your admissions counselors who will help you through this process, help you find out where to apply to the Natural Science Fellows and the other fellowships. And I'm sure, Dr. Woods, if we have any students, prospective incoming students who are interested, that we can link them to some students in your programs to speak with about being a major within the natural sciences.
Yeah, I would also just encourage students to go to our websites, look up faculty. All of our faculty's research is listed.
Wonderful.
Willing to, you can reach out to me or reach out to individual faculty just to ask them about what they're doing. We're all very open. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in today, everyone. Again, we are doing Panther Perspectives every Tuesday. Check out our admissions webpage, the virtual events, to see upcoming topics, and we'll be doing these through the spring semester as well, just to help you stay informed on High Point during this time. So hopefully we'll see you back next week. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good day.